Good morning, YouTube. So today is a very special day. We are going to, I guess I'm assuming that I'm considering my car as part of me and my list of people, so I say we a lot, but I'm always alone at these events and doing whatever, so we, i.e. me, I am headed to Houston to Renspec Industries. My buddy Kevin owns Renspec. It is a wrap and print shop in Houston, and he did the livery for the FC, and now he's going to do the livery for the BRZ. Regenstein knocked it out of the park again. We got that. We got the cars. They're not identical, but they're so close that people are going to have to take a second look. I've got the powder coating scheduled to be done, and I don't think I'll have them pink before the Drift Mansion. So this car is going to the Drift Mansion in exactly 1 week and 1 day. So that's 8 days from now. And I don't really know how long the wrap is going to take. I'm assuming it'll probably be done this weekend. He's really good and has cleared a spot out for me. But I may just have to rock the bronze rays, which y'all haven't seen yet. I may just have to rock the wheels that are on it right now, and that'll be okay. It'll look kind of goofy in some photos, but my whole goal is to drive Drift Mansion, which is a bucket list. Drive with cool people, and then drive the crap out of the BRZ. Really learn it, see what it needs, see if it needs anti-sway bars, see if it needs softer suspension. I'm going to kind of play with that and really try to dial it into what I've liked and kind of what I've done with the FC. While I am not a professional and have no accolades, many people that have ridden in the FC like the way it drives, feels. It's got a lot of grip. I like driving kind of grippy, if you will. I like putting even my 360 treadwear Ibitsus down in the 10-15 psi range just to kind of be able to play around. I've also ran 2A5Cs on the FC, so I like grip. And the initial testing on the BRZ, I didn't have much of it at all. Granted, I have double the horsepower and about 300 pounds less, so I want to make sure before I do any kind of crazy adjustments, because to my knowledge, this has been set up by Forrest Wang in the Gets Nuts lab. So with the Get Nuts lab. So I don't want to go like crazy, like this is just some random dude's build, but I do want to make it feel good for me. So anyway, I am going to leave a camera and 256 gig scan disc, the mini disc, with Kevin at Renspec, so they can get some time-lapse footage of this, and I will pick it up when I pick up the car. So until then, yeah. so we made it. We made it here to Rinspec. Now I am going to do a little thing with Kevin, let him show you around and tell him all about himself. But this thing is the worst to drive. The clutch is an on-off until it gets warm, and it is almost impossible to maneuver around and do things like that, kind of what you saw me kill it and all that. It's really embarrassing when when that happens, when everyone's excited, they see me, I'm ready to go, they hear it start up, they get their cameras rolling, and the clutch is acting like a button. So if you can imagine trying to start and take off in first gear in a 600 horsepower LS with a button as a clutch, it just makes it a little difficult. Maybe it's me learning the clutch, but I did notice at the event that it worked a lot better. So are you good? You want to?
I think I'm good. We talked about starting it. All the pressure.
All right, so what's up, everybody? Like I said, I was going to talk to Kevin. We are here at Rinspec with Kevin. So Kevin actually did the FC livery on mine via a recommendation from not only Chris Leonard but Regenstein. And then at LS Fest, his whole crew came down there and were taking care of me like I was part of the team. Like literally every time I'd pull up, they would spray his car down and then they would come spray my car down. The other guys aren't here right now, but I just wanted to kind of introduce Kevin and Rinspec and kind of ask him what's going on. So how long have you been wrapping cars for?
We started Rinspec about 6 years ago. I was wrapping a whole bunch in the beginning. Now I just kind of do all the special cars, all the special projects. And I get my hands just about everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, you know, and then we also in the background have all the race car stuff going on. So okay. We have usually over there dealing with whatever race car problems, you know, you encounter.
Yeah, so breaking and fixing. So
you know, it could be pulling a motor, it could be wrapping a car. We're
and so speaking of your race team, what car is this right here?
This is my C7. We just got back from IAS with both of these things. The C7 is mostly stock drivetrain, minus gear swaps and little stuff. But it's been a ripper for the last couple of years.
On FDF?
On FDF, PVM coils. We have D&D hooked us up with the interior. Full wide body.
It's so wide.
Actually,
do you know how wide this is from tire to tire?
70. No, I think we're almost 80 inches or something. 82 or something when we toe plate it.
That thing's 83 inches outside to outside. But yeah, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, and actually, I think when we brought your car, we didn't bring this car. We brought the C7 last time.
Yep.
To LS Fest.
Yeah, this was at LS Fest for sure. I think we had to put a new seat in, right?
Yeah, I ended up putting. I think that's when I put all the interior in.
Yeah.
I put all the D&D stuff in. That stuff is sick.
Look at this, is so nice. And then what? This is a C.
This is a C6. This is the one I drove the year before that, and I sold it to a really good friend of mine, and now he drives it. We converted it to front trans, dog box, and quick change.
Oh, it's nasty.
Yeah, so this thing's rowdy too. Yeah. You know?
All right, cool. Yeah, and so this is like your little space, your warehouse area. So you do your wraps here.
We do wraps, all the mechanical stuff in the back. It's probably a mess, but you know.
Well, I mean, I just got a shop, and I feel like every picture I've taken, it looks like absolute crap. Yeah. But I think that's just because we're a pride thing. All right, cool. So yeah, just kind of like you got your own lift. You don't have to worry about any of that nonsense.
Own lift. Usually there's a few more cars, but we got one over at the body shop. Got another one getting painted right now. You know, just kind of keeping everything looking fresh. How's your shop? I saw you had you posted a couple pictures. It looks sick.
Yeah, so I'm working on it. It's a lot of work. I thought painting walls was going to be a lot easier, but I guess the oil-soaking white paint just absorbs black paint.
Yep.
So I'm kind of restructuring my ideas. I was going to do solid black walls, top to bottom. I think I'm going to utilize the blue like mid pattern that it has and do that black and do a nice crisp white. I got the floor tiles coming in just for like around my lift area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just kind of try to make it for this at least nice and acceptable. Although, you know, coming into like this looks great. You know, I mean it.
And this is like, I don't even want to record here yet.
Yeah, and see, and that's how I feel. I'm like, I don't want to film any content there. We got to make sure we do time lapse, but I think that's the beauty of it, is we all got to grow.
You get to see the progress.
Yeah, and you were in your house garage right for a while.
We had a big shop in Katy. It was 10,000 square feet with a bunch of people, and it was a lot of stress. So I wanted to take a quick little break. So we moved into the Woodlands, and I have like a 2,000 square foot shop there, which is super nice. It's like the ideal YouTube studio. But when you're firing up race cars and you're swapping motors, and you can't do that at your house. So we ended up, as much as I didn't want to, I got a warehouse, and this one's a little nostalgic just because my first shop when I was 19 was actually on the other corner over there.
Oh, okay.
So we were there for a few years.
Like a whole little complex.
Yeah, it's a whole complex. So when I saw this place open, I was like, you know what, that'd be a cool place to just get rolling, you know? And I dig it, you know? There's definitely much closer places to my house, and there's definitely much nicer places to my house. But I think the nostalgic fact, and they have like car meets right across the street. Yeah, it seems like a really neat place, and kind of the same scenario I was in. Like, I literally could not start this car. I typically start my car and drive it down a block to the golf course and load up. I don't block the alleyway. I'm really respectful of my neighbors. But you saw the struggle. I mean, I tried that one time, and I thought they were going to kill me. So I've been backing the trailer up to my garage door and like lifting the car up on a jack to get it on the ramps and wishing it in.
Yeah, and that's just stupid for such a nice car. Like, and so that, and just really wanting to concentrate on this YouTube content. Everyone started in their garage. Like, I totally get that, but I tried to film it, and like the motivation goes down. I look at the content and I don't even produce it because it's like I have one yellow light, one orange light. It's just goofy stuff, and then I get in my head like this is already real weird. But anyway, kind of working on that. So
that was a big thing in here. I still have all the old lights up, but I have a stack of lights. I probably have 30 lights that we're gonna put in here. Yeah. Just like at my house. I ordered the same ones. They're really cheap. I think I get them on Amazon or something. So to light up your space, huge
that's gonna be cool.
It's actually these all on the wall. So they're like literally just going.
So those super bright LEDs. So I went ahead and did the whole craze thing right now. I got some of those 8x15 hexagon things.
Those are next.
They're pretty good little deal on Amazon. And then I got that garage floor tile. So I'm gonna do the black, kind of that rubber floor tile with some pink accents in it.
That'd be cool.
Well, yeah, I'll kind of wrap this up here. Don't want to waste too much of your time, and I got to get back to Dallas, and he's got to get a lot of work on this. I didn't do a lot of prep work for it, so I kind of, thank God he's a good friend. I kind of left him a mess. This was from the other event, from tire slappings, those Federals, and I didn't really clean it up for him. And the body kit is the exact same way it was when I got it, so I gave him a little extra work, but he'll always make it right. And if anyone has ever seen the FC in person, you know how good of a job he does and how well it's actually lasted. Like this past weekend, and probably the previous episode, you saw me plow hood first into the tire wall, and all it did was just knock the rib nuts out, and I zip tied it back on and went out enough to break another axle and throw a tie rod on the FC. So other than that, I appreciate each and every one of you. So remember to check out Rinspec, Kevin RSI on some accounts, and give them a follow, and we'll see you next time. What's up, everybody? I'm on my way to Houston to pick up the BRZ. It is fully wrapped in its Jason livery and ready to come home. And I'm so excited to get it home, have the shop ready to be able to move the FC onto the flake floor, put the BRZ up on the lift, and then kind of present it to you guys, to everyone, show you underneath it, do a nut and bolt check. I've got to change the oil and get it ready, pretty much get it prepped for Drift Mansion. So that's basically going to be a whole episode in itself. Other than that, we've got about 3.5 hours, and it is just non-stop traffic right now. I mean, it's only like noon. It's 12:50. and I'm having a hard time just getting out of Dallas. But there's always resistance, you know. Every time you try to do something, there's always something pushing back, and I guess it's what I'm learning as I get older, and kind of as I've been going down this journey, talking with you guys every day. It's all about how you react to it. So I can't do anything about the traffic. I can drive around. I do have a trailer, or I can just chill in here and wait till I get out of town. I'll go to a Buc-ee's and then get a Red Bull, get something to eat, and be on my way. So, yeah, just trying to take that mindset, and maybe if anybody else is watching this and feels like the world's against you, and, you know, sometimes it is, but it's all about how you react to it. So make sure you do that well, and everything seems to always work out. So if it's any more, you know, for you just to live life, man, and be happy you woke up. Live life. Don't let the little crap you can't control ruin your day, week, or month. And if you're able to, get out there and go drifting.